Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? We are going live on the radio on Twitch and also on Instagram IG Live. And I've got a special guest tonight in Thursday Night Boogie with Jazzerimo. Jazzerimo has probably, I don't know exactly how long he's been in Bali. We're going to find out that a little bit later. But he has become one of the most fashionable and one of the most sought-after DJs in Bali over the last year at least. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right. So we normally start the show with three simple questions. And they are, how old are you? Where do you come from? And how did you get involved in being a DJ?
So I'm from Iran,
Mm-hmm.
Mashhad.
Yeah.
Uh,
How old are you?
30. Just getting 30 last August.
All right.
Yeah, a new chapter of my life, I think.
Good for you.
Yeah, and the music story is begin super early for me. Literally the time I was teenage, and of course I was fan before. I was listening to so many different kind of music, you know.
Now this Mashhad,
Yeah.
Tehran, no, Iran.
Yes.
What's that like? Is that a city or is it a?
It's the second biggest city in Iran and most Islamic city in Iran, actually. So
Most Islamic city?
Yeah. So it's like there is no really music things happening or concert or live band or anything about music. They're
Right.
super strict about that.
Okay.
So we start everything super underground and keep it till end.
And here you are.
Yeah, man.
So
You know.
what explains you being brought up in this very fundamentalist city, and how did you become you?
The story is back to the time I was start to getting to know the electronic music and listening to different artists and watching different festivals.
Was that online or something, or how was that?
The story is super funny because no, it wasn't online. We had super filter internet in Iran and super hard actually to find any music or stuff like that. Of course, these days it's getting much more easier, but the time I started was super hard. So I had a guy who had the shop and ordering him some list of the music I need, and usually take weeks or months to he back to me with the music I need, and again and again and again for a few years till the internet get proper and
But how old were you when you first got into electronic music?
I think it was around 14.
But how are you because you can't get access to it? So did you have family or friends that were into
I had
it?
my family was most often in traditional music, Iranian music. Of course, some internationals was involved sometimes, but
Like pop music? Or,
yeah, pop music. I don't know, modern talking, Michael Jackson,
Sure.
whatever, But most of the electronic I got from the different people I meet, different ages for sure, older than me. And some of them actually, one of them was cousin of Dubfire because he's coming from my home city.
Oh, right.
So he's still there, the cousin, he's still living there. So I got some good playlists from him and the other artists.
And Dubfire came from
Mashhad.
Yes, as well?
Yes, his
Okay.
hometown was Mashhad. But he's living in DC long time.
Yeah, sure.
After the
Well, it's just
revolution.
interesting, to find out how you actually get hold of the music, right? Is it like, lots of young kids want to become live musicians and stuff.
Yeah.
But the electronics very underground, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, the point I start really was just the music, satisfaction. And of course, in my city, it wasn't that much people to really can play proper electronic music or something. We name it electronic, most of it for sure. If they was playing international music, still was commercial, So it was really hard time also because it wasn't that much listener was working hard about it to make the people to listen this kind of stuff,
What about radio? Was there radio when you were growing up?
Yeah, of course, was some radio, but of course because our government changed to Republic Islamic whatever, so you not really can hear something.
But that's already back in the 80s or 70s, right? Yeah.
90 something, like,
Oh.
you know.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I was just checking.
Was it totally underground? Like, was it illegal? Like,
Of course. I mean, like, before my time, if they was catch you with some, I don't know, this tapes or whatever, movies also,
sure.
you was can easily get in the problem, police station, or they find you,
thrown in jail or something.
you know. It's crazy, man.
And so anyway, so you're a teenager, and you get hold of this music,
Yeah.
and obviously you got something to play it on.
Before I got things to play, actually, I got some opportunity in some of my friends' party, who they booked the DJ and they had some players and
Decks,
stuff. Yeah. So I was already having so many playlists, and I was a fan, so I got just touching the stuff, playing a few times, and I get like, I'm really good about it, you know, and I have that passion, and I also care about the atmosphere in the party. I want to keep the vibe, give the energy,
Sure.
change the moods, or, you know. So I started playing a few times, and at the same times, of course, because I'm watching many festivals and everything, like Burning Man that time was my really favorite and stuff. And I always was telling my friend, I'm gonna be in one of these festivals, because in Iran nothing was happening. So I always was say that since I think one day I was with some of my close friends and we was still watching some festivals and stuff.
That's
and
on TV or something?
No, I was
YouTube
just
or-
ordering that guy, and he give me the CDs after a few months, watching like the way, like that way, you know. Not something you really can go live.
Not something
or,
you flick on
you know,
your laptop, no.
Yeah, like I was just ordering and get this stuff. And anyway, one day I said like, my energy is too much. It's not just I can be a listener or a dancer in the dance floor. I have to be on the stage and give this energy to all those people who they are in dance floor, you know.
Right.
So that was the start. That was the really.
And how old were you then?
I think that time I was like 17, and then after this, things start happening. You know, I just get the set, start to working by myself without any knowledge or any YouTube or any
You
master
just
or
teach
something.
yourself,
You know,
right?
just working till I get it. You know.
And that's all in Mashhad.
Yeah, it's happened all in Mashhad. Actually, that time it's still in Tehran. So many good artists for sure, and so many.
But you were saying
musician.
before that you spent some time in Tehran too.
Yeah, sometimes also because I had some other family side was living in Tehran, and we wasn't living in Tehran sometimes in Mashhad. Of course, the music industry in Tehran more professional and many more artists, because also the way a bit more easier to work on music, because they have concert, they have some other things happening, you know.
Do they have clubs?
No clubs, but there is some indoor places in a tower or whatever. They make some live bands or like a pop music or classic, sometimes symphonies.
But electronic was not.
Not really. Just this last few years, few new band, like a Coco band. I don't know. Like there's few more. They mix the instrument, traditional our music with the electronic music, and I think they made some nice tunes. Yeah, they did a really good job.
So you got more involved in electronic music in Tehran,
Yeah, for sure.
and then started playing out, or did people play out? What do they do? It's all private parties.
Yeah, it's always private party. Each person have a different group of friends, and of course each group have their own private party. And I mean, like in Mashhad, we wasn't too much under pressure, but we had 4 days party every night, literally. And Tehran also same. They had like so many places out of the city, like I don't know, Fasham, whatever. Like they made lots of good party and huge. Like we was making party for 200 people. They was making party for 500, 1,000 people private.
Right.
And it's not like other country people chipped in. Whoever make the party pay for everything. You know?
So
Yeah.
it's in someone's house, or
Yeah, of course, someone house, land, or villa, or
But you were saying it was quite dangerous too,
yeah, of course, if you was get caught, there
because
was
it's illegal.
yeah, of course,
It's illegal to have parties.
party, drinking alcohol, listen to music, or you
All
know,
of that.
all of those things. You know, like it sounds super strange, but
But you enjoyed it.
I mean, like thanks God, we had a really good company, good friends, good people around me. So we we really was trying to make everything professional and make it in a good way.
Yeah.
So it's cause with, I don't know, 6-7 years I was doing this in Iran, you know, till I left.
But that was in Mashhad or Tehran? Like in
Most
your
of
last
it was
years?
Mashhad. Yeah, most of it was Mashhad. But sometimes, like, I don't know, I have friends in Tehran. Of course, they want me to play for their party or whatever. They're organizing something in desert, mountain, forest, jungle, or whatever. Also, you know.
And that was your living? You were making a living out of that? Or back
Actually,
in those days?
yeah, I was making money more than anywhere till now.
Oh,
You know.
because it was so underground?
Yeah, so underground, and also because I was taking off everything. So of course I had the stage, I have the sounds, I have the lights, I have
You had the whole party.
whole things, whole the
right.
parties going.
You're like the event organizer
Yeah.
and supplier.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes protection from the police or other things also, you know.
Okay.
So
So you got that sorted out. And so you left Tehran. Was there a reason for leaving? Sorry, Iran. Was there a reason for actually leaving?
I think I was thinking if I stay longer, of course I can make money always because I know the good people, quality people, good parties. I'm organizing good things, but at the end it was just was going like this, like a routine, you know. And I don't love the routine life. I
Right.
wanna get in challenge, new things, whatever, you know, something going crazy. You risk, you do, you know. I was rinsing my life in Iran for music.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Literally.
yeah. But because my first dream was because it was to be top in the world, so of course I never was can get that in Iran with that close, you know, like living in the box
Sure.
and so many pressure to be an artist, you know.
And it's still like that now.
I get a little bit better, but still we don't have any official DJ in Iran like somebody can call. This is the DJ, you know. You know what I mean? And
Or they take you away.
yeah, I mean, like there is so many things happening around, but
Yeah.
still there is nothing, some official things. You are DJ, you know. It's still
Totally underground.
yeah.
But that's a good way. That's a good place to be with electronic music, right?
Yeah, of course,
You know,
of course.
The
We had
best,
so
the
many
best
crazy
clubs,
parties.
the best clubs are and experiences are the most underground ones, right?
Of course, of course.
But anyway, so you left Tehran and Iran. Where did you go? And wait again. Was this the first time you were outside of the country, or is it?
The first time was 2012 because, as you know, our passport is super. I think one of the difficult passport in the world to travel around. Yeah, so my first stop was Dubai. That time I was supposed to be in Canada, but because some problems between Iran and Canada, so they closed their gates and everything for many years, maybe 6-7 years on Iranian. So that time I was stuck, and I wanted to move out, so I go in Dubai. But also in Dubai that time the music industry was so much commercial, and I wasn't can imagine. I was thinking, okay, in Iran maybe this much commercial people, like most of it they like. And when that time I get there, I said, fuck, like, man, what happening here?
This is not for me.
Yeah, this is not for me. I really work hard to get out, to get somewhere I can show myself. And here right now is not that opportunity for me. And of course, super challenging situation there because so many big artists, everything was super like high quality luxury lifestyle, you know.
And hard to break into.
Yeah, somebody who start doing everything by himself, you know. Of course, if you have some supporters or lots of money, is much more easier.
Connections.
Yeah, and also the passport as well. With my passport, I always have problem to get jobs if I'm gonna be new in that country or that city, you know.
Sure.
So yeah, man.
Where was it? You in Dubai?
I was in Dubai for like 8 months. I was playing some rounds, private party here and there, and then I back to Iran to chill and recover and this kind of stuff.
Regroup.
Yeah, and it take time, like literally around 1.5 year or maybe 2 years till 2014. And 2014, after so many different, like how to say, like sessions, classes, seminars, so many things I was following up that time for the success, how to live better, how to get your purpose or stuff like this.
Like a well-being thing.
Yeah, you know, and I think that time in one of those things I was following up, I already was know my purpose, but one of these things they really show me because I had some session with hypnotize, so it take me in different time of my life till I died. Until I died, I was seeing myself. I was on the stage, you know.
Okay.
So when we was sharing, this guy who was like a PhD of whatever was organizing all these things, said like, that thing is your purpose. You come to this life for that, because I was imagining it since I become DJ until I died. Whenever he was asking me, like, where are you? Who's around you? What you doing or whatever? I was always seeing myself on the stage, crowded, playing my music, until last second he say like, it's your last second, you're dying, and I died in the stage.
You're
you know?
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that about the music, or is it about being an entertainer, or
Of course, music.
connecting with people?
Yeah, and connecting with people, because I love helping people. I love communicate with people. I love to care about people. And I think my music, because I'm a bit shy person, I think is my music is the only things I get connected with people super fast, you know, and super deep, you know, like, because the most of the track I use most of it have a soul inside, you know. It's not just drum and bass,
Sure.
you know, instrument, vocals, whatever. It really make you go deep.
Well, the times I've seen you on stage too, it seems like you have a very big presence.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you're there. You know, like you're there, and this is me, and you've got the headphones around this kind of front ways, and you look like, you know, a really strong presence.
Yeah, I really get ready when I want to go on the stage. It's like I'm going to the moon or whatever, doing something big in this.
Is this? Do you build up to that, like previously, before you get on stage? You're kind of working yourself
Yeah,
up
of
physically?
course. Like also from the time I moved in Bali, so many things changing my life. So of course, anytime I want to go on the stage, I have some a few minutes meditation or doing my Reiki or connect with the universe and all this energy, cleaning myself, getting ready to give those amazing energy to the dance floor, to the people, you know, to make the night happen. And I think most of the people who see me in Bali already, they got this when I come inside, whole vibe changing.
Yeah,
you know?
sure. And you've been producing music too.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that right?
2017 we started with one of my amazing artist friend from Iran also, who I meet him that time in Georgian Music Festival 2017. So from that time we start to making some EPs, other EPs, and one album, and we work on some single track as well. Right now also we're working in some down-tempo organic house music. Hopefully soon, maybe for the next year, gonna release it.
Is that how you would describe your music? Organic house?
I have many different styles for sure, because many years I'm playing. But this one, yeah, is like they said organic house or down tempo is like most of our traditional music or more instrumental music with the down tempo, you know, like
this Middle Eastern kind of
Middle
feel.
Eastern, is I love it. You know, like if you really have a good vibe, I think like Tulum most of it right now, they have this style there, you know, is super smooth and dancey and super connected, you know, like maybe some of the tracks go similar like a melodic house techno, some of them, or sounds like Afro, but it's just
melodic techno.
Yeah.
I meant to say that.
yeah.
Anyway, but there seems to be a lot of that around at the moment.
Yeah.
And okay, so what about the rest of Europe? Did you go to Europe at all?
Hopefully for this year, I'm talking with some.
No, but back then, no.
Back then, never, because I tell you, as my passport is as super
Difficult,
hard. Yeah, like 2 years ago, before the pandemic, I was trying for UK for more than a year and had 3 lawyers spending £15,000, and never get happen. And everybody was shocked, like how come, you know?
Oh right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Maybe we have so many racist system. It's not easy to.
Iran has got quite a reputation in the Western world.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why or how, but anyway, that's another story. You came to Indonesia though. Was there somewhere in between?
I was actually 2014. I moved to Malaysia.
Oh, okay.
And I was there to literally before I come to Bali. 1 year before I come to Bali, I was there, and I was there around 5 years, I think.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big time. I was stuck there. I was supposed to just be there for a year maybe.
Yeah.
And of course, you never know what's gonna happen. So year by year, everything changed. You get stuck there. Then
So what was happening there?
I mean, I wasn't so lucky because the time I get there, the music industry start to getting go down, and they closing all the festivals there. The music are changed to go super commercial, so EDM, R&B, hip hop, trap,
Right.
most of it. So it was just maybe few places, two or three, I don't know, like not that much.
This
you
is
know?
KL. I
Yeah,
imagine.
KL.
Yeah.
So they was like playing techno or proper good music, electronic one. The rest, most of them commercial.
But I heard KL became like a pretty hedonistic spot, similar to stadium kind of
Yeah, I think
ilk.
they trying, but
These very underground clubs.
yeah, but they can, because I'm telling you why. Most of you can see this in Asia, because most of the club owners or whoever they are in the business, they are not artists. They are businessmen. So at the end, they don't really care about the music. They care about how much they're gonna make at night.
Sure.
So of course, if the night is about R&B, hip hop, or some commercial music, every 10 minutes gonna open one bottle at
Yeah,
least.
exactly. Yeah, drinking, right?
Of course, so they're gonna make billion, million,
Yeah,
whatever per night. But if you have electronic music at night, people are not gonna drink that much. At least you have a thousand crowd.
Sure.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can do half.
You might sell a few waters, but so anyway, so you got out of KL after all those years. So there's nothing positive about KL and Malaysia? No.
I mean, like, I had a good experience. I find a nice friends, good people. But what I heard before I get there, I think there was much more better. They had festivals. They was bringing good artists. But the time I was there,
all
not that
changed.
much. Not really that much. And in the music industry, they're super mafia. If there are some DJs leaving there, they not book them by profession, resume, whatever.
Yeah.
Same as Indonesia also. If you have people, people,
Friends.
or like this, of course they're gonna book you super fast. But it doesn't matter how many years you work, what you produce, or what is your resume. What you can see right now in Bali, like
Yeah.
we see so many DJs. They're not DJs, or
They're just friends of friends.
friends of friends, or whatever, just for fun or hobby.
Well, but by the time you made it to Bali, it seemed to all change, right? Or is that just from the distance?
No, really, I think many things change.
Not for you. Your luck got better.
Yeah, of course. I think that was the God plan, actually. After I got here, I thought that was the universe or God plan. I get here and I didn't make it for UK because for sure was changing my whole life path. If that time I was getting UK in lockdown and such a big country,
sure.
super mafia, so many good artists.
You'd die.
And no job from a year or 2 year, everything closed and
sure.
shut down. But I was super lucky, get here, get to know the right people, right crowd. And I was also following up with a really good plan. I was just partying around, being around for maybe 8 months. Nobody was know I'm DJ or I wasn't DJing around.
What year did you arrive here?
2020, I think.
Oh, right.
Before 2020.
Like just before COVID.
Yeah, 2019 I get here. So
I remember hearing your name first with Muriel, who I used to do radio show quite often.
Amazing friend.
And she was she was everybody's manager apparently. in her mind, Muriel, if you're watching.
We say hi from here too.
But back in those days, it seemed to be people doing these private parties, right? A lot, the beginning of COVID, when it was all lockdown.
I was organizing some private party here, some clubs underground. Cannot mention it here.
It was totally illegal again, but you were perfectly suited for it.
I'm the man for
you
that.
had all that experience.
Yeah.
You are the underground party.
Was super
king.
good. We did it super clean, super safe, and with the limited capacity for sure.
Sure.
To take
in
care
villas,
of.
right?
Yeah, in a huge villas, hectares.
Okay.
So all safe and all good. It was a good time, but for me is really hard. Like a first lockdown when the corona come, I said okay, I respect everything and everyone. I lived to Ubud for 3 months, middle of the rice field. I was getting villa and lived there. Try to make some video for YouTube, produce or whatever. But when it's get keep going, you keep going. I thought like this like a joke, man. They're gonna stop all our life. And for me, music is everything. If I
Sure.
don't have the music, if I don't get that vibe from the crowd, or how can I live?
Yeah, you're not living properly.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah, we try to manage something, to work, but I think most of Bali was super good for me.
Yeah.
From experience, people, work, everything. It was super good, and I did so many good things here. After I play a few places around, I start to make my own concept. I did three different concepts here. The first one was Space Invaders. Second one was No One Listen to Techno, and third one was Temple of Sins. That
And
one
this
of
is
the
at
crazy one.
warehouse.
The Space Invaders was at warehouse. Since they start working, we start did this platform there, did this concept there with them.
Yep.
And then the No One Listen to Techno was at Vault.
Okay.
It's like a more underground and different style. And Temple of Sins was at Mirror, so that was some collaboration
I
did with Alan Husley. So we did some live show, like of course he was playing around maybe 8 or 9 instruments, and we have the whole night, like super crazy show there. I think you was there, I don't remember.
I think my son was.
It was
I
4
think
days
John- I
before
think John
last
was.
New Year.
Yeah, I think John was there. I haven't been to Mirror since I don't know when.
Yeah.
But bless them. And they had some pretty good shows in Mirror during that COVID sort of period, the real COVID period. Everything since then is kind of like this Mickey Mouse COVID period, even though it hasn't been good for business for anyone. But
I think never gonna finish, man.
well, we're coming into this festive season now where they're going to try and close it down again. But so nowadays, what are you up to? Is it still, what sort of music are you playing?
Actually, since last New Year, because I stopped playing around in Bali, because I already was satisfied and playing everywhere, so I made my plan a little bit change. Just unique party or my own concept.
Right.
So now anywhere I play, I have my own night there. I'm booking the DJs, decoration, organizing. It's like some collaboration with the venue, so everything goes the way I really love to.
So you're putting on the whole show, and it sounds to me like that's what you've been doing all the
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
So that's really Jazzerimo.
Yeah. And it's so hard because sometimes, as I tell you, some people looking for the night as a business. I'm looking for the art.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the way I want to get in, to
Yeah,
touch the things,
sure.
move or whatever I can do to give that feelings to people, something different happening here.
Right.
Of course, if I have a budget or a good sponsor, I do it in a crazy way. And if not, I will try my best with music or whatever I can to make it super special for whoever is there,
Right. Okay, so what's the next one?
The next one, actually, for this December, I had so many good events and some surprise mini fest and stuff like this. I was working on it literally 1 year, and then suddenly, the news a few days ago it come out, so it got a little bit tricky now.
Yeah. Now you have to go underground again
I think so.
without telling anyone.
Actually, I'm waiting right now. If we really can do something proper, I'm gonna leave the island at least for a few months. Because as you know, I'm here already 3 years, so it's good for me to move also for my career, because I'm international DJ, not the local. So for sure, I would love to go around, play around.
Well, it seems like Tulum's a pretty good place.
yeah, actually Johnny is there. I was just talking to him. Maybe
right.
there, but still I have to see where they give me visa. That's my
like
only
passport.
problem.
Well, maybe you're better off getting an Indonesian passport or something.
Yeah, I think so. Their passport is so good, actually.
Well, it used to be really bad, but now it seems to be a lot better.
Yeah, of course.
So what about the fashion thing? Because you're always very fashionable. Tell me a bit about that. Have you been involved in fashion at all over the years?
It's starting from my family side, my mom's side.
Okay.
My mom was super caring and with the colors and how she was wear or whatever. Of course, my father same. So it's coming from there how I really picky and try to choose. But I was into it But since I get in Bali, because I get in touch super close with so many designers, so it made it for me to be more unique and the way I loved, because all the time I was looking for something to find is just officially for me. So the time I get in Bali, I think God gave me what I wanted. So all these last 3 years I'm here, most of the I design or I collaborate with the designer, whatever I want. My pants, my earring, my bracelet, my USB, my sunglasses, my shoes, whatever I have.
Is that do you make and sell that, or is it just you?
That's the plan actually, because so many people start to like whatever if I design or collaborate and I get. So I think soon, in next few weeks or months, maybe my site launch. Hopefully, we're waiting to get everything ready. And once the site is launched, I have a plan for that, to have some branding with other brand collaboration. So like this pants or whatever, this bracelet or the shoes or whatever I have, you can order. And I have other line limited edition, so you can design whatever you want, and my designer gonna do it. So I think that's gonna be super nice, you know.
Okay. And that's online or something, or is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the site online.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make it much more easier for people. As for me, for example, when I was starting to party, I always was looking for custom or looking good in a party, in a party look. You know, for me, I really care about that. I don't like the people come to the club, you see them with the short sleepers, whatever. Dining
T-shirt
clothes or whatever, like it suits, you know. Like I think each party you go, you have to have a proper dress for that party. If you go rave. If you go underground, like as techno, you know. Sometimes I see people coming to techno parties like they're going to wedding. It's like, bro,
they're probably coming for a wedding. So what do you think of the fashion sense around Bali then? Are people fashionable around here, or is it just...
actually,
some, right?
Of course. People here also I meet, because people I communicate, most of them they come from around the world. I don't know, from Ibiza to Miami to Italy to France, and most of them they are really like passionate, or they have a big brand. Like for example, Roberto Cavalli, when he was here, like of course his dad or also his brand also they're like really good designer and stuff. And the artists we have here also, I'm working.
So they're coming down to your shows as well?
Yeah, of course. We had a really nice party in 8 months ago. And yeah, I really meet really good people here, good connections. So hopefully once I make a move from Bali and meet these people, gonna make really big things, you know.
So Bali, well, Indonesia's been good for you. And Iran and Indonesia have quite a good relationship.
Yeah, as I'm really into the story and this kind of thing, since we had the kingdom country, we was in a really good communication and connection and friendship, and we had them actually before always as a guest. Our king was invite them for a party or whatever in Iran.
Sukarnos or the...
Yeah, I think around 45 years ago,
Yeah.
the last good president I think they had, what I hear and what I see in this story. So yeah, I think it was him was there with his son.
Sukarno and the Suharto and there's and the rest
I think
of
so. Yeah. So we always
back
good,
in those
actually.
good old days.
Yeah. No, we had a good connection with whole Asia, I think. If there is anything, it's with US or Europe, and not with the people, with the government for sure. It's government to government.
Well, everything kind of went pear-shaped in the 70s, right?
Yeah, man, it's crazy
But,
days.
hopefully that comes good at some point. But you are here to spin some music for us too, which we're going to be going live with as well.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of time to set it up. What kind of set have you got for us tonight?
It can be funny, but as you know, I was super busy these last few weeks and some down up working, organizing this and that. I didn't really prepare anything. I wanted to prepare today, but as I'm playing so many different genres, I was wanted actually to leave it to you. So you just choose the genre, and I'm gonna go on. You want deep house, techno, progressive?
Yeah, I'd like a techno one, like a warehouse kind of set.
Yeah. Indie house, techno. Yeah.
That'd work out, I think. And as I said, it takes a little while to set it up. So
yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna try and move this around. It's